Okay, so now Limbus Company having their second anniversary. Wait a minute, and they're giving a one free season one ID and one free season two ID. And because of the season one ID, have many other YouTubers that talking about which is the best and which is the worst. And also I have recorded for I think like 10 times. I can properly speak. Oh my god! So I'm just talking about the season two ID, which is good and which is bad. Okay, so let's get into it. So first thing is a ferocid ego spice boost you sang. Oh my god. For this one, I'm gonna say this is not very recommend. You see he have sinking, but the thing is he inflicts sinking on next turn. The problem on next turn is like it didn't instantly give you the sinking count. So if you just use Yi Sang, you will suddenly recognize for for nowadays the sinking you just this turn you inflict it this turn, and if you just inflict it next turn it's very slow, and would and also and also it would and also it would confine the count that would up to a certain amount. So that and also his skill ones clash like a shit. Only a 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equal to 9. So, oh my god, this is the disaster. Also, although the skill 2 with a 4 with a 16 and it could do a 3 attack weight and it could do a 3 attack weight attack, and oh my god, also a next turn sinking. Yeah, I know when the next turn sinking hit is gonna be so it's gonna so frustrated. But what if you want to use it? There is a specialized thing that only this ID have. That is the sinking deluge, which is, if you didn't know, sinking deluge is when you hit him with a coin that deal did the sinking deluge, the opponent have if the opponent have thinking like 6 plus sinking, like it calls like it called, and it would just consume all the sinking, and it will cause all the sinking and deal literal gloom damage. No matter if you have a no matter if you have a SP or not having a SP. This is just a bonus, and this is for preserving the sinking count to make you having the chance to get this sinking deluge, but it have a clash lose 20 SP. Also, his defense just on evade inflict one sinking. So if you just want to do the sinking deluge for a funny big damage, I would recommend you to just change it. But just if you don't have the others, I want to say that is very good. Just don't do it because this ID is only good for sinking deluge. The passive and the support, it just kind of it's kind of bonus, not very useful for it. So if you're gonna exchange this ID, you need to make sure that you are literally just want to having this sinking deluge, because other than sinking deluge, this ID is just nothing real for real. And second, K curve class 3 exhibition staff Honglu. So this one, I would say, if you didn't have it, I would recommend you to exchange it. Oh, even there's one still ID that is more recommended. This is also the this is also very powerful. Why? Let's take a look about its skill set. Let me get a rest for a while. My mouth kind of. So on surface, it's just a rupture and healing ID, right? And if you look at the skill 3, you're gonna say, what the hell is a K-core ampule? And also, defense skill have an K-core ampule. But what is the hell is a K-core ampule? And this is where Honglu get very interesting. it's passive. You know that and this is not very good, or I could say it's bad. But why he is very good that I would recommend you because he could just like reviving himself. When five gluttony on when getting hit, if at less than 20 HP, heal by 90 of max HP and gain 1k corp ampule. After this, activate, gain 1 fragile every turn for the rest of the battle once per battle. Just like you getting 1 fragile, but this is not the case. It revived himself like 90 of max XP and gain 1k corp ampule, which could heal 5% could heal 5% of HP each count, but after 4 plus count, it would just melt Honglu and make him die. And for the support is also the useful thing. I had 4 Gluttony Resonance at the start of combat phase, give 2k quarter ampule to one ally with the lowest HP percentage. So it's good at helping you. Oh my god. It's good for helping you on field or off field because he could give you because this ID, oh my god, this ID could give you a like literally free healing with when you match it's needed. So I would say if you didn't if you need a if you literally just need a healing, I would recommend you to exchange this. Although I think I thought okay, there's still one that is between the second god tier, which is Mullible Work, and this is the Lobotomy Ego Sun Shower Heathcliff. You know the thing is kind of weird when I'm just start talking like that in that speed. This character, when you're looking at the surface, is like Claire with a minus coin. But if you read it more deep, you're gonna see that this character is literal shit. And I'm not kidding. I'm not literally just kidding. How? So first, I'm gonna talk about how this ID dropped his SP by giving himself the sinking, not like an Ancorp Sinclair that just straight up losing SP. And the clashing power is 6, 10, 80. And with for all the coins are had with the last coin, it's still a 4, 7, and an 11. Also, although he have this defense which could give himself a paralyze and inflict this much sinking and rupture, it's still not very useful. The whole skill set are just too oh my god, conservative and make him like literal just useless. Even with even with there is an even with there is a new ego that you can't use. You can exchange it now because I remember it's from the last season because so you can exchange it. And even with that ego, it just turned this ID from a trash to mid, and I'm not kidding, it's really a mid. I'm not talking about this character. And if you hear someone that's talking about that, the Sunshine Heathcliff is great or is like a god tier, hear me out. They're just joking. I've heard, I've seen these guys for a couple times, and I don't want you all to get misleading and exchange this one. If you want to exchange it, make sure, unless you didn't have others of them, because not only his sinking and rupture is just weird, it's just weird, and look at him, bro. Why like he could get tremors on Tail's head? He didn't even have any tremors. What the hell, bro? This is absolutely weird. Like his design is just weird. If you didn't that good on the game, no, just don't do it. And if you're a and even with the newcomer and the rejoin, just no. This character is just weird designs. Oh, my mouth hurts. Okay, so let's go into the motor boat works fixer Ishmael. So what I'm gonna say, this character is good. So first thing, he is a tremor sinking. The tremor isn't its real purpose. I was talking about why there's tremor here. And so the first skill inflicts 2 sinking count, and the skill 2 is inflict tremor and gain tremor on self. She's a she's a tremor charge. You look at this. At 5 tremor count, coin power plus 1, making him at 50 to 70. And this also give her tremor count. And for for its skill 3, it's the most useful thing because it inflicts 5 sinking count and 3 sinking, 3 sinking. And also she could spend 5 tremor to inflict up to 3 fragile and coin power 1 for every 5 tremor count on self, and it didn't need to consume max 2. And not only that, this character is good on applying sinking count, and the most recommended thing is because her defense, it's a base power 10 evade. And if you know the game, that you would know that there is no other than there is no the evade base power is usually very low, like 2, 3, 4, 5, but this have a base of 10. So she could do like many things if you didn't know if like there's a big clash power, but I need to talking about that the evade skill, or when you clash with opponent with evade skill, you didn't it will just hit you with base power, and you successfully evaded when they take no damage. For the offense level, I don't know if you guys know, for 3 differences, the clash power plus 1. The higher the higher the higher offense level will get 1 plus clash power, but it didn't apply on defense. So even though opponent have a high offensive level, if you just use this, it didn't even count. It just used its base power to deal with your evade. And bro, the 10 evade, you could just use it. It's very useful. And also, oh my god, crushing crab passive. It's a self-owned pride 3 own. And with her skill 1 and defense are pride, is very easy to build. And on hit against a target with tremor, inflict 1 sinking count, which means if you're not at 1 sinking count, that opponent will literally just have more and more sinking count, more and more and more sinking count. But it only apply on this character. So hey, remember what I say saying? But I've actually tried for this and this combo, but the effect is not very good for. So if you're gonna say, I'm gonna recommend you just, if you didn't have this one, you could just exchange this one because it have a sinking. It kind of like using a tremor to target our opponent to give him more sinking, and the most important thing is she got this crazy evade. So this is the tier 0 that I will recommend you guys to exchange. Okay, so there's two still. World Span Workshop represent Rodian. So this character is a charge tremor. Okay, I get it. Its skill 1 is a base 10, give up to 6 count and inflict tremor and tremor count. Seems like good. And the skill 2 is a clash power 12, but it could hit up to but it could hit for a 4 time with its coin. If its second coin at 3 charge count, reuse a coin if it lands a head up to 2 times, inflict more tremor each time its coin is used. Reuse twice, inflict tremor. trigger tremor. Inflict tremor, trigger tremor burst, reduce count by 1. It's just like af after you apply the tremor with the last coin, then you get burst and reduce the count. With skill 1 and skill 3 giving with skill 1 giving the charge count, the skill 2 spend the charge count. I remember this on the past, but I literally just forgot it. And okay, so the third skill, let's rack up some scores. Gain 6 tremor count, inflict 2 tremor count, and then it on hit burst tremor for 2 times. And if the target is staggered, do 25% of damage dealt with bonus damage. Okay, so if you're gonna exchange this, I'm gonna say if you didn't have this one, you could probably just change it. T Corp Class 2 Collection Staff, because for this ID, her tremor giving is more better, and she also having the borrow time. So this is not weak. This is just an outdated ID. And if you're gonna tell me if I'm gonna recommend, I'm not very recommend it unless you want to play some weird thing like, let me see. Oh, I know you're lacking. Oh, I know you're lacking some charge IDs. If yeah, she could view it as a charge ID, but not for a very good tremor ID. Because let me see. Yeah, Rodin didn't have any other tremor. Didn't have any other charge ID. So if you need a charge ID, and you have this and this here, and you could choose this, but this is not the best. This is not the best. Just think twice. Okay, so into the last thing. Oh, sorry for whole like a gibberishing, but I really want to talk about it because I want to help the newcomers. Please spare me for this shitty speaking. Okay, so let's get into the Molar Office Fixer Udis. So she's a discard ID, which discard is just you know the skill you know the skill dashboard, right? If the discard activated, the other skill on this dashboard you didn't use would be discard, and it would just be being like a new to oh my god, I cannot explain that more because it would cost too much time, so I can just literally just say it. Oh, sorry for bad management. So it's the first skill, wait up, 4 to 7, and if this skill is discarded, gain 4 tremor count. Yeah, new self tremor character. On use, gain 2 tremor count. If you just use the skill, it gain for 2 tremor count. At 6 tremor count, gain final power plus 2 is probably making a 13 is probably making a 13 a good skill 1, and on hit lower user stagger threshold for every tremor count and self max 10. This is a fine thing for you just want to lowering your stagger threshold. And for the skill 2, slice. If this skill is discarded, gain 1 office level up. Unused, discard the skill of the lowest rank in all the unit skill slots. The lowest rank is usually means that in regular battle, it usually means that you will discard skill 1. But there's various situations. But mainly it's for discarding this thing. And you would get 2 tremor, and at 6 tremor count, trigger tremor burst, and reduce it by 1. And yeah, this doesn't seem very good. With a fine thing is like he have a 18 clash power, so it's a good clash thing. It's a good clasher. And The third skill, daring decision. Discard this unit skill in descending order of rank from all of its skill. From all its skill slot. I don't really know what it means because I didn't really use it that much. And spend 10 tremor count to gain coin power +2. Make him a 16 to 24, and it's surely strong. And look at the 4 coin. On hit, inflict 4 tremor, and if spend count, it will get you more. It will get you more like it will totally give you a 4 count for potency. And you would burst for 3 times. Yeah, it bursts for 3 times. So if you are building a tremor team and you have if you want a better and you want a good burst and want a good tremor burst, I would recommend you to exchange this. But tremor have a problem. That tremor needs a lot of ID to build because I don't want to say about it because if I want to talking about a tremor is too much, I recommend you to look at S-Goose. Oh, I recommend you guys to look at S-Goose tremor explaining. I will not explain like this. Sorry, very sorry. Okay, so at least let's look on her passive. 5 own. Upon triggering tremor burst, inflict 30% raise stagger threshold as sloth damage, max 20 round down. And the support is ally with more tremor counts, gain 1 more tremor count from scale effect. It's a fine one, and with this thing, inflict 30% of raise stagger threshold, combined with new stagger, Combined with new staggers, it would deal more damage, though if not very much, it's still damage. With the defense, discard the skill of the lowest rank of all of this unit's skill slot, not mentionable, but I'll just let you to see this thing, and oh my god. So this is the 6th ID that I'm just talking about for later, and sorry for shit speaking. I redo the video for like just 10 times because my shitty opening. So hear me out. This is the simplified recommending. First, Molar word fixer for the high evade. Second, K card class for its healing upon having 5 gluttony. Literally just invincible and reviving for 3 times. And the third, Molar Otis for a kind of great tremor burst and a good damage dealer. Not the best, but it's better. But it's just better than the Rose Banner Workshop. This one, and actually, this and this. These are both tiers. Like if you have the 3 of them, just you could choose one of them. You need thinking, you could choose this. You need tremor or a charge, you could choose exchange this. And if all of these you have, you could exchange this. And when I just stop it, when shit happened when the people that is rushing their word and when they're rushing their word suddenly get into like this slow. So this will be my video for today. For the Canto 7, I'll just recommend it soon, but I have a serious thing in real life, so just spare me, and I hope this video would help you to decide which to exchange. Okay. So thanks for everyone for my poor English gibberishing, and see you next time. Oh my, bye.